weekend, I thought about two things which actually governs, it's quite funny because it actually governs our world. It's the sun and the moon. On Saturday night, I was busy with some work. I wanted to publish a video, a special episode, so I had 48 hours to do that. And well, I did only have about 4 hours of sleep, but I got it out and I'm super proud, super happy. And because I was up for so long, something that I was thinking about in the middle of the night, as you do, is, the love for my friends. And I miss them so much. And so I texted them. Half of them are on the other side of the world, so they're awake. And it's just so lovely to be able to just express my missing for them, my love for them, and they're also actually thinking the same thing. So it's amazing. Some people rarely even have one soulmate in their lives, but I have so many soulmates. It's just spread all across the world, and it's so lovely. The thing that prompted me to think about them is, midnight, and also maybe the power of the supermoon, because the moon was shining so bright. I could see them from the window. I could see the moon from my window, and the moon just reminds me of people that I love, because I can't always send kisses to the moon, and the moon will help me to send the kisses to all the people that I love. So I was thinking so much about them, and just feeling so much because I miss them incredibly much. It's been a very long time since we all met together again. So I can't wait for someone to get married or find a reason for us to be together again. I miss them so much. The last time I met even just one of them, I met Kimchi a couple of, maybe 6-7 months ago, and she came to Singapore, and I met another three of them last year, and then I met a couple of them, a couple of years back. I did see Baby Girl when I was in Norway. But anyway, I miss them so much, and I'm so grateful to have these kind of friends which are basically soulmates. The other thing that I was also thinking about was sunsets, and I love sunsets. Sunsets remind me of the beauty in the world, because I guess I'm also quite blessed with beautiful sunsets this few days, because I've been running during in the evenings, and I run towards the sunset, and sunsets are just beautiful. In my life of constantly and endless departures, because I'm always in different places, living in different countries, different cities, I'm always leaving. I'm leaving or people are leaving. So I learned to appreciate goodbyes. I learned to be comfortable with goodbyes, and something that helped me to get to that love for goodbyes is sunsets, because sunsets are so beautiful, and it reminds me that not all goodbyes are sad. Some goodbyes are just like sunsets. They can be beautiful. The beautiful thing about sunsets is that you never look at a sunset and you think, hey, the sun needs to be lower on this side, the orange hue needs to be higher, the gradient and saturation of purple needs to be deeper here, lighter there, and the yellow needs to be a bit lower, and the gradient needs to be 20 degrees to the left. It just doesn't make sense. Sunsets are just beautiful the way it is. And it reminds me a lot about people. Something that I was losing a bit of faith in is the faith in people, because once I understood flaws, I understood my flaws, I also started seeing the flaws in other people, which is fine, everyone has flaws. But I forget to appreciate the beauty in flaws. I forget to appreciate the beauty in people. And I like to compare the sunset with people, because like a sunset, I don't want to change a single thing. They're beautiful just the way they are. And like people, I don't want to change a thing. Sure, we improve and we get better, but in its raw, authentic self, there's nothing to change, because it is just beautiful the way it is. Just like sunsets, they exist in the most raw, beautiful form. And sunsets don't exist to please other people. Sunsets just exist just because. And that should be about people too. You don't exist to seek validation from someone taking a picture and posting on Instagram, but you just exist just because in its rawest form, it's the most beautiful. And like people are very, very beautiful deep down. People are always the most beautiful, precious beings in the world. And it helped me to have faith again in people, have faith again in the beauty that is in the world. And the other thing I really love about sunsets is that it just exists, Once again, it doesn't exist because someone is watching it, someone is appreciating it. It exists just because. It's something that it's done every day. Even if nobody appreciates that's specific day of sunset, the sun still keeps setting. The sun keeps painting the entire sky with a hue of colors. This sunset just exists and adds value in its own ways without any validation or without a need for validation from others. And I think that's what life is about. That's what, at least that's what my life I think is about, where you just exist. You don't do things because of the validation or the acknowledgement from other people. You do things just because it is, just because during this lifetime or this action of doing things, you're adding value in your own way. And as long as you're always adding value, you don't need other people to approve of that value. You just know that you're adding value, and that is good enough. So this weekend has been about sunsets and moonrise. And I think that it's a very nice conclusion to life, because one chapter proceeds after another, and it's just a cycle. The sun is always setting, the moon is always rising, the moon has different phases, full moon, no moon, half moon, new moon, and it's beautiful. Sunsets, they illuminate life, they bring life to earth, and it's beautiful in its very own right. So I hope that my life is a beautiful picture of sunset that even Van Gogh can't paint. Till then, I'll see you in the next tomorrow, and today will be productive. I know that. Bye.